Hello everyone, I'm Joe Bishop, Backwood Parabellum. Today I am working on a self-defense walking stick. This is actually made out of a 6-iron golf club. It's pretty stout. I'm going to give a big shout out to Slingshot Warrior because this is one of his ideas that I'm working on. On this one here, I'm leaving like a little hook there, and you can do different things with that as far as like if you need to pull something to you, you can pull it to you. But my add-on to this is I'm going to take this jute string and I'm going to start right here. I'm going to put a couple of self-tightening knots on it. Three. Slide the shaft like so. Down. Leave that there. And I'm actually going to wrap this jute string all the way up here. And what I'm going to do after I get done wrapping it, this is going to be a little bit of work, several days worth of work. I'm going to take 5-minute 2-part epoxy and I'm going to coat this whole thing several different times with that epoxy. And what that's going to do is, even though this golf shaft is hard, it's made out of some kind of carbon. Whenever I coat this down with that epoxy, it's going to be almost like a fiberglass layer on the outside, which is going to make it even tougher. So when you strike objects with it, it's less likely to break. It'll flex, have a little bit of give to it. And it'll also look a lot less threatening because it's going to be like a natural color, almost like wood, but it won't be. You wrap it and you keep on pushing it down, that way it's tight. After I get this thing made up, I'll go out and do some destructive testing on it, see how tough it really is, and find out if I have to do something to make it even stronger. And it's cracking up. You can see how it's coming out. See my little hook there. It ain't sharp or anything, but it's just so you can grab something and pull back towards you if you needed to. Maybe a rope out in the water that's just out of reach and you use your hook, or even a snake. It'll help out with snakes if you're trying to remove snakes. Over halfway now, shouldn't be too much longer. On this golf shaft, you can see, I can't see now, but it gets a little bit bigger as it goes up. It tapers down as it goes smaller. This is light, and that Slingshot water sets quick. It's thinner. If you did have to strike somebody with it, and say they had on a thick jacket, this thing is gonna cut. They're gonna fill it through that thick jacket. Where if you had something bigger, you know, it may hurt, but it wouldn't hurt as much as this would. Like I said, this is a self-defense cane. You know, I know a lot of older people walk around. You know, when they're walking, they're worried about dogs or whatever, and this would be a good little thing to keep with them. Just want to make sure your wrappings is tight. Every so often I wrap, slide it down, keep it tight. Where's Scout? Sit, 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 sit. Good boy, stay. Scout's my dog. This is Scout right here. That's Scout. That's me. That's Scout. This is Scout. This is me. This video ain't the best video in the world. I ain't doing a lot of talking, but trying to concentrate on getting this thing wrapped right. Almost done with it. Another thing you could do with this, instead of wrapping it with this Jeep, you could wrap it with like 1/16 aircraft cable. Maybe drill a hole right through in the metal shaft and start your cable off in there, and then wrap it all the way up. And then you could take that 2-part epoxy and put it over top of it, and then that'd make it really, really strong. But I think this is going to work good. It'll be less, it's going to be less threatening to somebody. Because by the time you get done and you get all those, you see all the fibers, I'm sure you can, all the fibers, when you get it wrapped down, it's gonna work like, kind of like fiberglass. Or like micarta. I mean, that's what they make micarta out of. Slingshot Warrior's got a little thing going on his channel, and was trying to make a self-defense cane, improve on what he's done, and that's what I'm doing. The idea is make that thing nice and tight. You can see how it's kind of from here down, it tapers down. Still only going to be lightweight and quick. Once you get this part up here, you want to wrap up a little bit. Actually, I'm going to back wrap this. 4, 5. You make it with a small piece. You lay it up here like so, and you wrap over top of it. And you take this in and pull through there like so. And you take these two ends and pull it under. So, what that does, it locks it down where it ain't gonna slip back out. Then you take your knife again. There you go. Now, got your little walking stick. It's quick. You use it to hit. You can use it, the little hook there. It's there. hooky piece of string or whatever. And what I'm going to do, this ain't going to be tonight, I'm going to take 5-minute 2-part epoxy, I'm going to mix it up, and I'm going to coat this whole thing with it. And the whole time I'm going to sit there, and all those fibers that you see sticking out, I'm going to rub those down so they lay back. It'll give it that natural look. You can paint this up. Before I do that, if I want to paint like a coral snake color all the way down there, I could do that, and then I can sit there and color it or coat it with that epoxy, and that epoxy is going to help tighten that jute up, make it like fiberglass. So now I'll have a extra thick but lightweight rod that I can sit there and I can maneuver it pretty quick. The other thing I might do is drill a hole through there and put me a piece of paracord in it, so if I ever did have to really use it, if I have to use it in self-defense, I won't lose my stick. So I'm Joe Bishop backwoods parabellum. Quit. I'm Joe Bishop backwoods parabellum. This is my video on self-defense walking stick out of a golf club, sponsored by Slingshot Warrior. If you ever get a chance, check out his threads. Pretty good guy, and look at see some stuff he has. So like I said, if you ain't practicing your skills when it comes time to use it, you won't have it. So y'all have a good evening.